very best I have. There are days that I don't want to see things, but I'm going to keep on anyhow. If you want to say, Lord, I'm so glad that you fixed me like this. I'm so glad that you're living in me. I'm so glad that I know at Calvary you paid the price. I'm so glad that every time I look in the world and hear how they put nails in your hand and rivets in your feet, I'm so glad that when I read how you hung your head in the locks of your shoulder, I'm so glad that when I see that stars fell from a vaulted dawn, I'm so glad when I see that the moon dripped away in blood. I'm so glad that when I see the sun refuse to shine, that you did it for me. I get excited. How can I not give the best I had? You love me so much that you paid it all. You love me so much that you laid it down for me. And if you're willing to die for your friend, I ought to be willing to die for you. I'm gonna die to my old way of thinking. I'm gonna die to my old way of walking. And I'm gonna live so that you might be rejoicing. I'm gonna live so that you get the glory. I'm gonna live so other folks see that God, if you can change your lives, you can change anybody. I get excited when I think about what it did for me. Every now and then, you ought to pull up your old records and see how far God has brought you from.